What would you tell like a young man right now who's in a relationship and he wants to get married, but he's like a little unsure? What would you guys like as just as a parting words? What would you tell him? Um, he's there, but he feels a little unsure of himself. He needs some brotherly advice. What would you guys say walking out the door?
Allie, we'll start with you.
Yeah. First of all, I would just say we got to find out what you're unsure about. I think that's the first thing. Is it your lack of self-confidence? Is it something that you see in this young lady? I would imagine, as we're talking about heterosexual relationships. So what is it in this young lady that is causing you pause? And then if we identify it, then we just got to talk about it. We have to clear that up. Once we clear that up, and if you still realize there's still pause, then brother, look, man, save that ring money and go ahead and get back out on the dating scene, because there's no reason why you should have to be in a situation where you're just feeling cautious, because what that's going to lead to is you becoming a potential statistic down the road, which is why this divorce rate is so high.
I hear that.
I feel like some guys are just cautious because marriage is brand new and it seems so permanent. I don't think it necessarily means it's like something.
Yeah, I really didn't have anyone to even ask about marriage when it was my time. You know what I mean? I was just like, I think your brother-in-law is the only guy. He's the only married guy I was close enough to in the Orlando area that I could talk to. Mm-hmm. So,
but based on your question, though, you said someone who is cautious, right? Someone who is
someone who's hesitant. Who's hesitant. Yeah,
right. So we got to figure out what the hesitancy is, and once we're able to identify that, then if that's clear, then and those are barriers that aren't like detrimental, then go for it, man. But if they're detrimental, then you really got to figure that out. I would really strongly suggest you figure that out first.
Okay.
What do you think, John?
Yeah, I agree with Allie, man. Check yourself. You really got to know what you're getting into. Like, at this age, there's no excuses to not know who you are. Yeah. Your responsibility, deal with your trauma, get rid of your baggage, figure it out and man up, man. Like, you a man, bro. Like, just get it. Like, I don't understand these young guys who just be, it don't make sense to me. You're a guy, know what you want, take care of it.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. It's just that simple. It doesn't compute. I can't hold his hand. And, like, bro, you got to... I got a little brother, man, and hey, bro, you get it. He was married before I was, That nigga do what he wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just, I don't know, boy, man up. Get out your mom, get off your mama's purse strings. Get out your parents' house. Handle your business, bro. Get out, man up. Ain't no baby boy.
Ooh, I think that was really, really, really good advice. Rodney, what do you think?
You know what? It's funny. There's actually a young man up here who I actually kind of talk to, a mentor, who's kind of in that position where he wants to, be married, and he's not even at step one. And so, the biggest thing that I've really been trying to help him to understand is that you really have to, work on yourself. Like Ali and John said, you have to make sure that you are bringing something to the table, that you're someone who you would want to be with, where you can, be a provider, you can, you can be a confidant, for someone, you can, truly be a good partner. And so, this guy is so focused on looking, down the road that he's not seeing, the first steps that he has to take. And so, really, the best advice for anyone, not even just married people, but people in relationships, people looking to get into relationships, is you have to have a self-awareness and you have to truly know who you are. And if you're not self-aware, if you don't know exactly what your flaws are and you're not trying to work on being a better person, it's hard to really be in a relationship and be a great partner for someone if you don't know who you are.